David Moore, Dallas Morning News. Do you have any concerns whatsoever about Dak's ability to play Sunday, and do you own Jordan 11s?
I do not own the Jordan 11s, but I'll just say that, he's going to be a full participant today. I anticipate it'll be the same tomorrow. So I don't have any concern about him playing Sunday.
What was your thought process?
Todd.
Todd Archer with ESPN. Sorry, Clarence. I raised my hand and went through proper protocol. If it was just a shoe issue, why not just put on the old shoes and go back to practice?
I just think once again, high caution. We do it with all the players. There's always exams or things that go on that we react to everything. I think that's just the nature of the game, and so really, I know the importance of Dak and the quarterback position, but it's really standard process, standard procedure, to go through that anytime a player has an issue.
Okay. Clarence Hill, forward start to Cloud. Did he have the MRI? Did y'all do anything?
I'm not going to get into all the specifics, but we checked him out. Yeah, we made sure that everything was good. So,
Okay.
I don't talk on specifics of individuals. We know that, right?
Right.
HIPAA and all those things. Not that that matters, but I'll let him talk on that.
Your initial thoughts when you see him left practice, what were you thinking? What was going through your head? 3 days before the season opened.
Well, no, definitely. It wasn't. Yeah, it's. There's always little things or things that you're concerned about that go on through practice. Players are always. It's the game of football. So you're always looking at things and just making sure. So it's really it's something that goes on quite a bit. Always has. It's not nothing new. You people are just so good at the coverage part of it, and they ask all the hard questions. But
Calvin Watkins, Dallas Morning News. Jordan Lewis, is he good to go for Sunday night?
Looks good. I thought he practiced very well yesterday, so he'll be full participant today. But he's definitely on schedule. I like Jay Lou's work so far.
Even though Gallup probably won't play, but how's he been progressing?
Looks good. He's excited. Frankly, I just talked to Michael before I come over here, and he's having a great week. But I think he's definitely one step closer. But he's on track.
Christy Scales, Cowboys Radio. In a normal practice week, how many reps with the first team would a second-string quarterback like Cooper Rush get? And so, how beneficial was it for him to get that time yesterday? Even if it's not for this weekend, but moving forward?
All quarterback reps, as you know, are so important. And that's something really, as you go back through your 90-man roster and you look at the offseason and so forth, the ability to get the number 3 and the 4 guys trained is a bigger challenge every year, just with all the cutback in time and in practice. So I think clearly that states for any number 2 to get extra reps is beneficial. So, but we give our number 2 a lot of reps, probably more than most teams as far as the actual game plan reps. Because the theory is you want the 2 and 3 to split the look team reps because you have to keep developing your third and potentially your fourth quarterback. So that's the format that I've always done it in.
Jory Epstein, USA Today. Mike, did Joe Witt give his general speech today, and what did he talk about?
Joe crushed it. I thought he was outstanding, and he definitely raised the bar and for the assistants to follow. So he had a great message today. Excellent.
What did he talk about?
Well, ask Joe. It's something that you and Joe should talk about. So.
Mike, Rob Phillips, DallasCowboys.com. How do you feel about Anthony Barr's readiness after he's about a month of ramp-up time?
Yeah, I think Anthony's very comfortable. I think you've really seen that the last 2 weeks. So, I think it's just stating the obvious. When he first came to us, just kind of went through a ramp-up type period with him, and but I've obviously competed in a number of games against Anthony Barr. I have great respect for him, and the thing that I've was always so impressed with is his range. Not only his ability to play, at the line of scrimmage as far as rusher and blitzer, because I think has excellent instincts and very very intelligent, high football IQ player. So, but his range, particularly in the passing game, he gets his hands on a lot of balls. So, I think he's definitely, has hit his stride, and he looks very comfortable in our scheme.
Over here,
always
Calvin.
tell the players, you make it hard on you guys to put the 53 together. So now that we're here, is it hard to put that 46 together for Sunday night, considering what you got?
Definitely. I mean, the 48, especially when you're healthy, is a challenge. But it's a healthy challenge, and you know, it's definitely the preferred. So, and, you know, and especially for rookies, you know, if a rookie hasn't been through this, you know, all of a sudden you work all camp and you get to this point and you don't get to dress for the game. I mean, it's so that's an eye opener for anybody that goes through it the first time. So yeah, I mean, there's definitely guys that have competed like hell all week and have done an outstanding job, but they won't be activated. So it's tough for those guys because, you know, obviously everybody wants to play and contribute, and we're fortunate to have a lot of guys in that spot.
Todd.
Knowing Jake Ferguson's background and all, what's impressed you most about what he's done with you guys? He appears to be a really good blocker, even as a young guy.
I mean, Jake, you know, I think it's just like anything in the player acquisition phase. You know, when you feel like you know a player when he comes into you and what you hope he's going to be, I think Jake definitely is exactly what his profile was, you know, when we drafted him. So, and he's what, you know, what we need too. You know, I love his, you know, the thing that I really liked about him in Wisconsin. I mean, you could see his grit and his nastiness and his ability to play, you know, all the way through the whistle and so forth. And he's done that from day one here. So he plays to his personal play style, which is, you know, fits our play style. So knows football, has an excellent understanding. You know, both him and Peyton have picked it up extremely fast. And, you know, for two rookies, I think those guys have made an immediate impact of, you know, how to play the position, and been very impressed with both those guys. But Jake's exactly, you know, what we need. You know, he plays a brand of football that's what attracted us to him.
When you think about how Brady's gone 6-0 against the Cowboys, what would it mean to get the Cowboys their first win against a player like him?
I mean, we want to win the game. It's our first regular season game. It's, you know, and with all the respect to Tom and what he's done and the type of player he is, you know, we definitely have high respect. But at the end of the day, I mean, you know, the past is an opportunity to learn from. You look at those things, but yeah, we're going to do everything we need to do to win the game. That's our focus, and you know, I think these games are special when you get to play against a caliber player, you know, as decorated as he is. So I mean, it's part of the you know, the game. But at the end of the day, is, you know, just you watch last night games, you know, everything going on around the football game. But once the ball is kicked off, you have to play football, you know, and we're excited to get out there and play our style of football and compete.
One more. CD spent some time last year, well, and both of the last 2 years, learning from Amari. Now he's moved into a role where he is mentoring some of the young receivers more. How, if at all, have you seen him take on a teacher role?
I think it's going well. I think it's frankly, I think it's very natural for CD. You know, CD has a natural leadership light to him. You know, people are attracted to him. You know, and I think like a lot of things, a lot of experiences in life. You know, I just remember the first time we were in the rookie orientation. You know, day one, CD was sitting right in David's chair, and you know, and we're going through some instruction, and then we had a break, you know, to leave, and he popped up and said, "Hey, let's go, follow me." So I mean, you know, not that that's a big deal, but he has that type of personality. So my point is, this is not something that's he has to work at. You know, I mean, he obviously he's at the point in his career where he's the guy, has an understanding of, you know, the whole system and playing. He plays with great confidence, plays the right way, but I think he has a lot of natural leadership skill.
Michael. Morning, Coach. Patrick Walker, DallasCowboys.com. You're coming up on the back end of your first week with Jason Peters. What are you seeing as far as his progress, and do you think that Tyler Smith has already gleaned enough to potentially help him in his Cowboys debut against the Buccaneers?
Well, I'll say this: Jason's made us better. Number one, I think that's, you know, anytime you have a chance to bring a player, you know, with his experience, you know, and his success in the league, it's a great thing, especially the timing of it. So, and yes, he's done an excellent job communicating with Tyler, and I think, you know, he needs some time. You know, he knows what it takes to be ready to play and compete. So, you know, we're still on a timeline there, but it's been a really good fit for the room, and I know the young players have really enjoyed, their time and the questions and the interactions. So, like I said, we're better today with Jason Peters being here, clearly.
Mike.
Michael Gilkin, Dallas Morning News. We talked in Oxnard about Quentin Bohannon. How have you seen him build upon his training camp now since he hasn't been back here in Frisco?
I mean, we haven't played a game yet, but Quentin's definitely made a jump. I mean, I think clearly he's been outstanding. I think his conditioning is way, much improved over last year. So very comfortable. I mean, he's been making plays, at the low technique position. So I'm very impressed with Q. And I'll tell you what, he's doing just the little things. I mean, it's because it's always the little things. I mean, he's on field goal protection now, so as a wing. I mean, it's nice to see guys, take that step, and it's just like anything. The more you can do, and it's definitely a part of putting together the 48 man. So Quentin's, I'm looking for him. He has set himself up to have a heck of a year.
A lot of youth on this roster, and naturally a lot of youth on your special teams units.
Yep.
Has that crop of youth stood out to you in terms of their ability to be ready for Sunday?
Obviously, the positions that we're going to put them in, I think it speaks clearly of how we feel about them and how much we believe in them. But we're definitely going to be young there. I mean, there's no way around that, just because, the way we're structured. And, I'm excited to see them play Sunday night. They do all the little things. They're in Bones' office, before and after, the early meetings, the late meetings. So they're into it, and, it'll be exciting to watch those guys go.
Okay. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This will be the new start.